Hello. So in the last tutorial we talked about the exceptions and we are going to continue with the exceptions again. And I told you that if suppose there are errors and you want to capture those errors in the program in the user friendly manner, in the understandable manner, you can use the exceptions. Okay, and those exceptions can be written in most of the programming languages. So if you know Python or if you know Java, you must have learned the exceptions. But never mind, if suppose you have not and you are starting with the PL/SQL directly, no problem, you would understand the exceptions concept from here. So let's start. Fine. So you can see here the PL/SQL block is written, which is talking about using conditions and update in EMP if not in range and raise exception. Okay, so that is my comment. So here there is a declaration. Just a minute. I think I want to tell you something else and then I'll come back to you. Come back to this. Fine. I will start with this now. This PL/SQL block is going to tell you about understanding the exceptions. So I can write it down, the understanding the exceptions. Okay, so here you can see set server output on, that is necessary because if you want an output on your machine, okay, and your machine is acting as a server at this moment, fine, so server output on is necessary because we want the output to be shown from dbms_output.putline. Fine. The table which would be used, which I showed you I think in the last tutorial, but no issues, this would be my table. Fine, and this particular table would be used, just a minute, which has ENO, ename, salary as columns, okay, and they are my memory variables. And here I am giving incorrect sal range, incorrect_sal_range exception. Now, do you remember the number of exceptions names which I had given you in the last tutorial? There was no such type of exception available. So means this is the user defined. User has defined it. So I'm going to write it down. Select ENO, ename, sal into MENO, mename, msal because I can't use one database object into another. Please keep it in mind. And one database object is the database, the table, and other is the procedure, the PL/SQL block. Okay, so directly you can't use the columns, so we are going to make use of the memory variables. Okay, from EMP where ENO equal to ampersand MENO, I'm going to take the value from here. Fine. Now if msal is greater than 25,000, this is my condition. You can give any condition. So I've just given this condition, greater than 25,000 and less than 70,000, then display mename and MENO. Please understand, we can give it in one line too. Okay, we may have to give something like this, say something like this, just a minute. Okay, and then I can continue my statement. Okay, I can write it down here, MEN or something like that. Fine, so it is very much possible. So that has been given. Then else, if suppose this is not in the range of this whatever has been given, then else raise incorrect sal range. Fine, so incorrect sal range would be this one. Now once you write it down, this has to be raised, it has to be given, this exception. So I gave here end if because if has been finished over here. Okay, exception, it would go to exception block, and then when incorrect sal range, then dbms_output.putline not in mentioned range. Now this particular statement is really very easy to understand. One can understand very easily. Okay, the salary is not in the range. Okay, so instead of getting some error which is not understandable, you can give it in your own words. But if suppose I give the employee number which is incorrect, if suppose I have the employee numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then suppose 11 to 20, I don't have the employee numbers from 6 to 9 or 6 to 10, then what would happen? If I give that, if I give 6, if I give 7, if it is not present, it should check that too. So for that, this no data found I have given. Please keep it in mind, this no data found is, there is no need to give it over here, there is no need to raise it. if you give here, it is not going to give you an error. Please keep it in mind. यहाँ पे अगर आपने no data found दे दिया, it is not going to give any error. Please understand. No data found exception. Okay, but there is no need. Fine, but we will execute it now and I'll show you. Just fine, I would paste it. Just a minute. It is not getting pasted. Forget it. Okay, so I give this and we'll see what happens. Fine, so I'm going to give here employee number 1. Yeah, it is working fine. Fine. I'll give maybe employee number, some other employee number. Just a minute. If you want to execute the previous block, you can give slash on the same line and it would work. The slash is given and the previous one would be executed, and I know 25 number is not present, 25 employee number is not present, so there would be an error, no such employee number. Can you see that? Okay, now if I don't give it, okay, and if I, what did I do? I deleted that line. Which one? No such employee, no data found exception line. Okay, and I would paste it. Okay, and you can see here. Now if I give 34, it's giving me no such employee number. Okay, but if suppose I give it some proper employee number, if I give proper employee number, say 4, not in mentioned range. Okay, can you see here not in mentioned range? Fine. So in this manner, you can see it is running, it is working. Fine. Now we will look upon some other PLSQL block where I have used the date function also. You can see here month invalid exception. Fine. Declare month number. It is about the birth date. Okay. And I want to check whether the birth date is birth month is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 12, present or not. Okay, and if suppose it is null, now you can see here when you see star from EMP, when you see here at some places it's null. Okay, so I'm going to give that record where it's null. Fine. So if month number greater than or equal to 1 and month number greater than or equal to 12, less than or equal to 12, then yeah, for example this also you can give, huh? As a comment. DBMS underscore output line, month entered is MTH underscore NO. Here this MTH underscore NO you have got, or we have got from to underscore char birth date, which is the column in my table EMP, and I did here instead of MON I give MM. When I give MM I get number. If I give MON I get the first 3 characters of the month. Or if I give MONTH here, it will give me all the characters of that particular month. So if month number greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 12, fine, it's correct. Alright, okay, show me the month number. But if suppose some other data is inserted there, now what other data can be inserted? Date पे तो date ही जाएगा. Other data can't be inserted, but yes, there are chances the date is not entered only. We don't know the birth date of some person. It would be null then. It won't be empty. It would be null. The meaning of the null is nothing. No empty, no spaces, no zero. Okay? It is always nothing. So as if month number is null, is null. It is always given as is null, is not null. Equal to null, it's not given. Null can't be given with equal to. Is null or is not null. Then raise invalid month. As soon as it sees this invalid month, it would come. Where is this invalid month given? It's given here in the exception. Okay, and month is invalid. Fine. So month is invalid is, or I can give here instead of one month. It looks like, it seems month is null. Won't it be very easy? If suppose I don't give the correct employee number, okay, then I can give this one, right? Where is it? Yeah, it's here. Fine, I can give this too. Fine, please have the indentation in the PLSQL block like any other programming language. So here I would execute it now. So let's execute. Yeah, you can see here. Okay, I would scroll it down. You can see here. I would give here, say employee number as 1. It is giving me month entered is 7. But if I give say 4, because in the record number 4 or the employee number 4 there was null value, it gave me, it seems month is null. Okay, and if I give some other record, say 45, it would give me no such employee number. So see, it is executing all the or both the exceptions as the time comes. Okay, so I hope you must have understood the user defined and system defined exceptions. So do execute, give me the feedback. Thank you. Stay tuned.